Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now it's time for a change, and I mean a big change. Now the big change. You know the thing that you sit there and you go, do you know what? Should I? Shouldn't I? Is this the right direction to go? And you just, I don't know. The whole time you're sitting there umming and ahhing. And I've actually said, yes, I am doing it. And then I've done this thing of riding it and turning around and going, do you know what? No, it's really good. I'm going to keep it. And then I don't end up doing the thing I keep saying I'm going to do. And that is to sell the Africa Twin. But I have finally made that decision, and this is definitely going up for sale properly. It's either going to be sold in 3 different ways. I'm either going to get somebody who watches this video that goes, do you know what, I really want to own Helmet Head's Africa Twin and it's freaking awesome, and they make me a really good offer, or it's going to go in for sale or return at a local garage, and I might even stick it up on eBay and stick it up under the bidding point and see what it gets. But I don't want to do that. I generally want it to go to somebody that's gonna love this bike basically as much as I do. And the thing of it is, so many people have turned around and said to me that have owned Africa Twins, once you sell it, you're gonna miss it, and then you're gonna wish that you kept it. And I think that's part of my battle. Every time I ride it, I go, do you know what, I really like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you exactly what you get with this bike, and not just that, I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are, because what's going to replace the Africa Twin, and I'm interested to hear exactly what you think. So a quick overview of this bike, and do you know what, I kind of started off with this bike being worth £6,000, then I've said 5.5 grand, and I reckon, to be fair, 5 grand with everything is basically the bargain of the century. And if somebody comes along and offers me 5 grand, you can have it. And literally you need to be quick if this case, because I'm going to give this 1 week of this video going live, and then this is going up for sale everywhere or being handed to the garage, and we'll look at getting the replacement. Anyway, what you get with this bike is Honda panniers, the top box on the back, not Honda, but do you know what, it's proper cool. It's got some stickers on it throughout the years of Helmet Head as well. Not just that, you also get this Massilian 4K camera, what's got the 4K on the front, 4K on the back, cracking bit of kit, really good in case you ever have an accident, etc. That's going to be on it as well. You've also got, and the controller's here for it, additional auxiliary lights with the big yellow ones from Colite, and they are just awesome for, let's just say, parting the waves when you need to. It also has its own Honda auxiliary lights built onto it as well, plus of course, like all Africa Twins, it comes with the crash bars. Now, open and honest, I have dropped this bike, you would have seen it in a video. The crash bars are slightly wonky, not on the point of being broken, but just slightly wonky. I've left it as it is because you can't really tell. It also has these lovely green bar bags. It's all going to stay on the bike, so you've got your full kit loaded. So recently I took this bike for an MOT. It passed without any advisories whatsoever, so I'm going to say around the time this bike's probably going to be bought, it'll have about 11 months MOT on it as well. All the other bits, like I've got the gel seat thing, what matches the rear, will go back on or come with it, depending on who wants it. I like this. This is a standard seat with this mesh cushion over it. I find it more comfortable, but again, it will come with that. I'll find the screen that I took off here, but again, I like this black screen on the front, but it will come with it all. Also, the SP Connect phone mount, and all you got to do then is buy the cover for your phone and click it on, and you are away. So pretty much, it's got everything, and even this little wind like deflector here. Everyone that gets an Africa Twin says, oh, it gets quite a lot of wind coming up. That's on there, so you get such a pleasant ride. When you're on it and you're hacking down the miles, it's really good. The thing to bear in mind, and they do cost a little bit more actually, is the DCT, that automatic gearbox. I really like it. You can manually like flip through the gears if you want to and stick it into basically sort of, well, stick it into D and change it through that way, but I like to put it onto Sport 2, and for me that gives it loads of oomph. I always class it as almost like riding a Fireblade but in an adventure style. It's not tuned like a Fireblade, but it does half go, and I really have enjoyed owning this bike. The other thing, before I forget, heated grips. Honda heated grips are built onto this as well. Anyway, it's got everything I could think of, and I set this bike up for that, to take me on massive trips. And that's what I love about this bike. You ride it, you're comfortable, it's just awesome. And you were saying all these amazing things because you've decided to sell it, but I have generally struggled to do it. I've enjoyed it that much, I decided I wanted to keep it, but I have made that decision. That decision has been made. And all it is, and it's got to be completely honest, the reason why I'm selling this bike is just because I've had it a while and I'm bored. And this was always the bike that I bought to go, do you know what, I'm going to have it for a year and change it for another one. So I get to experience more bikes here on the channel and get to know them. This has been around for a lot longer than that. I lent this to Paul, Two-Wheeled Auto Twit. He took it to Africa and back when I was in Africa riding the monkey bike. All that sort of stuff. There's so much history of this bike on the channel, and it's freaking awesome. So if you are interested in buying this bike, and I've probably forgotten about stuff what's also included on this bike, but generally if you're interested in buying this bike, drop me a comment. You can also send me a message over on the Facebook page. There is a link if you go to the bio of the channel, and I'll leave a link down in the description, and send me a message on there and we'll have a chat and come and have a look, come and have a ride and see how cool it is for yourself. Things to bear in mind, this bike though has done 45-ish thousand miles. Some people might class that as high. It's a Honda, it goes forever, but it has done 45,000 miles. It has full service history. The last time it was serviced, we did get the chain and sprockets changed as well. So it is really, really good to go. And I'm gonna go even one step further because I don't even know how old the battery is inside this. I'm gonna stick a brand new battery on for the new owner regardless, because I want them to have a bike that's gonna last them for years. Full service history, everything you can want is here. Drop me a comment and a message if you're interested. Now, let's talk about what's next. Have you ever noticed everything just tastes so much better in a helmet head mug? It just does. It's just a thing. It's weird. It just tastes better. Link down in the description if you want to buy one or a t-shirt. Anyway, right, here's the thing. My brain currently is going in all sorts of different directions about what I'm going to replace this with. There was, and potentially maybe still is, an offer of getting a long-term press bike, but things have gone a little bit quiet recently, and I've been planning loads of other stuff with charity rides, etc., and filling my diary with lots of other stuff. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I'm thinking I do want to buy something and replace it. Now, I am lucky. I've got a whole selection of different bikes, and I've got to remember that my C1, my BMW C1 that we're about to go and do a charity ride on, is going to return very soon into the garage. It's going to take up a bit of space. Well, I've got a lot of choice already in the garage. I love my Triumph Scrambler. I absolutely adore that bike. It is like new still, and I love it, and that's here to stay. So I've got a Scrambler. I've got one of them. I've also got a monkey bike that might come back in the future for a massive adventure, but we'll talk about that another time if it happens, potentially, maybe not, leaving you in that kind of zone of wanting to see it, but will it? You know what I'm trying to do there. And then the point of it is I also have right back to the first charity bike ride I ever rode ever on this channel. I have a Honda Vision buried right back at the garage, covered up. But again, might come back and make an appearance at some point in the future. So I've got a selection of bikes anyway. The one thing I love about having this Africa Twin, and I love about the adventure bike, it was a bike to hack down miles, to go to places, to travel, and I still want to be able to do that. I don't class my Scrambler as that bike. I love riding it, but for me it's that weekend blast, daily ride, not really geared up properly to do huge adventures, and I wanted a bike, panniers, the lot. But I don't know if I'm going to change this for a new adventure bike, or if I'm going to go down a different route, because this is what I'm thinking. I'd quite like a bike, a smaller capacity cc, lighter, easier to pick up, to start going off and doing some trails, green lanes, etc. This is just one of my thoughts. So I've been looking, like you do, I've been looking, and I've been thinking, do you know what I really like, and I have ridden it, is the Vosges 300, and I've just done that recently at the ABR. I've ridden one around the whole trail, and I loved every second of it. But then I'm going, do I want the Vosges 300, or do I want to stick to Honda and have a Honda CRF 300 Rally? Basically, this is a CRF, the big 1000 adventure bike. Do I go for the Rally? Because as we know, we've seen other YouTubers do it. They've been all over the world on them. And I'm going, that could be quite cool. Trusted, proven, could be great. Get me out on the trails, do some bonkers trips abroad on it, and just see how much I can push that bike until breaking point. But then I spin back to that going, do I really want a lower cc capacity bike? I do like this because it is a beast. So then I spin on to, why not go something completely different? I've always wanted to own a Triumph Speedmaster 1200. I've wanted to own, I think they just look awesome. I've been told good and bad things about them, but get that, leather panniers, go for that kind of more, do you know what I mean, cruiser style look, and have that you know, have the panniers full up with all my gear, sit back like that, look cool, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, maybe I just itch that scratch and buy one of them, or Harley. But then I've done Harley, and I really want the Speedmaster. Decisions. I'm interested in hearing all of your thoughts as well, because then I also spin back to the big thing that I always get drawn to time and time again. And that is the Triumph Bonneville. I've got the Scrambler. I'd quite like a Bonneville, a T100 maybe. But making a Bonneville fit for big journeys. Some panniers on it again, leather panniers, a little bit of a screen, make it cool. It suits my height really well. It's nice and low and I'd enjoy it. So I'm going, I could do a lot of customizations on it. I could make it look cool. It could be a whole series by itself. So that's kind of where I'm at the minute. I'm kind of going CRF right up here. And I'm also going Triumph Speedmaster right here. Then I'm also going, do you know what? A cool Bonnie with all the extras there. They're kind of where my brain is, those 3 different places. I just want to know what everyone else thinks. What would you like to see? Would you like to see me doing some massive trails again, doing some crazy stuff on that? Do you want to see me going on some kind of big adventure where I'm going to be taking a cruise and I'm going to be cruising miles and miles and miles looking cool, you know what I mean? Or would you be interested in seeing a Bonneville being slightly adapted and going off on some bonkers stuff and seeing what we can do with that? I mean, they're all very similar in idea, but all very different at the same time. Or do I go for something completely different? Do I go back to another adventure bike? Do I put my money where my mouth is and maybe buy one of the bikes I've reviewed in the last year or so and put that through a load of tests? Well, there you go. That's pretty much everything that's going on. 5 grand. Let me know if you're interested. New bike's going to come out on the channel. We're going to do some bonker stuff, an adventure about to happen. Loads and loads of bits and bobs. And don't forget, you can get involved in so much here on the Helmet Head channel as well. A massive shout out to my patrons for all of their support. Videos are a little bit more quiet at the minute. I know I need to have a little bit of a break at times, and it's kind of what's going on at the minute. But there's big things happening, and that's the reason why I need the break. Anyway, I will see you very, very soon on whatever happens here next. I've got lots coming up. I'll see you soon. But bye for now. Ciao bella. Au revoir. Mange tu Rodney. I'm signing off.